Next day, man, it's what's today? Thursday, yo. Yesterday was Wednesday. I went live, man, and I said something and I meant what I said. I said like, yo, this ain't for everybody. So I said I'll do it. If it was just five of y'all, I'd rather just do it. And guess what? Seven of y'all watched that John. So me being true to my word, what's that community rules, man? Yes, let me tell y'all something though about me though. My eyes is kind of tired. I'm about to smoke. I'm about to wake up. Look, it says, welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Okay? This is my you're talking this is our shit. Now listen, man, you can say what you want to say. Okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now. Now, to me, if I see any of y'all ever, man, throughout this whole experience, man, bullying each other, and I ain't called a shit. If I ain't called a hit, y'all start bullying each other, yeah, you're gonna get kicked out, you're gonna get banned and all of that. As far as me, man, we could say what you want to say. If you're around me and if you say something and you already know how that go, but you're free to speak however you want to speak, man. If you got anything to say, anytime you hear me talking, if you feel as though I'm lying or you want to call cap or whatever, like I'm not that kind of person. You can say what you want to say. I ain't going for none of that. If somebody say something in these comments, man, and y'all start jumping on somebody, or y'all start talking crazy, man, you're gonna get out of here. And if I run into y'all, if one of y'all say something to somebody, and this family right here, and it's the infused family, like if somebody ever say something to somebody, and I run into you, I'm gonna put hands on you because we all together, man. So ain't gonna be none of that. But yeah, you can say what you want to say. But back to what I was saying. So yeah, y'all tapped in. So yeah, I'm gonna do this more often, yo. And like the more y'all tap in, the more I'm gonna do it. Today's focus though, we on I don't want to say this. We on help. Now listen, everybody keeps talking about like, yo, this is going wrong. This is going wrong. The aliens, grays, this. Like, what? Who's gonna help us? All right. I mean, that's a very good question because in the Bible and in the Quran and all of the religious texts, it teaches us to have faith in God, right, or Allah, or whoever you want to call your higher power. And why do I keep looking at this stupid reminder? Man, get this shit out of here. I don't like this. Move that. But anyway, they say have faith, right? This is the time to have faith, y'all. If there was ever a time in your whole entire life you went through things and you was going to church, you was going to the masjid, you was going to the temple, you was going to anywhere you was going to, and it was telling you you're gonna have to have faith and have faith and have faith, and you was thinking like he's saying that oh, my landlord's gonna kick me out. No, they wasn't saying have faith that the landlord was gonna kick you out, and then he kicked you out, and then you say, oh God, it's fake. No, he wasn't saying have faith in material worldly things. He was saying have faith in the time of doubt when things became challenging for you and you can't understand. Have faith that there's a God. Have faith that your worldly acts is going to pay off in the hereafter. Have faith that when the supernatural is happening, the subnatural is already taking place. All right. So, with that being said, they're showing us the demons. They're showing us the aliens. They're terrifying us. They're scaring us. They're showing us all these different parallel universes and all of these dark entities and all these different things, right? Okay. Okay. If we can wrap our mind around ghosts, right? We sitting here, man. Come on, man. Sometimes I get mad because I don't face so much doubt. I can hear when the doubt comes in. You mean to tell me that you watching this channel, you gotta have some kind of idea of the unseen, right? You gotta have some kind of idea. You gotta like it. You don't just sit up and say, "Oh no, I don't believe in nothing." So what the hell are you watching me for? All right, so check this out. Just as there are, if you can believe in something bad, you gotta believe in something fucking good, man. Like, come on, y'all can't make this too hard for me because I don't got like we don't have a lot of time left. Don't make this hard, y'all. Now listen, if you can believe in something bad, then you gotta be able to believe in something good. Okay? All right. So, with that being said, if they're telling you that there's bad aliens and there's bad monsters and there's bad this and there's bad that, then guess what the fuck else had to happen? Good had to come through too. This wormhole, this idea that something is came through another timeline, or if something came through, right? You think that it was only opened up for bad? Don't let that be smart. No. Bad came in. Yes, there's a lot of bad been introduced to this reality. So the fuck what? A lot of good's been introduced too. Yeah. Let that sink in. There's a lot of good entities out here too. All right? So if there's a lot of good entities, then what the alien, if there's bad aliens, then there's good. Like, come on, you gotta be thinking faster than what y'all thinking. All right? So if you're watching these videos because you're trying to learn how to believe in ghosts, man, what the fuck is wrong with you if you don't try to believe in God? I don't mean to cuss at y'all, but sometimes I get mad how far we are removed from ourselves and how plain the shit is in our face, and we was taught to ignore the truth and seek falsehood. The truth is in front of your face. You can't spend countless hours YouTubing trying to find out about ghosts and monsters and goons and goblins and not trying to think about finding God. Ah, Mr. Refused, don't get too religious. I'm not. I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna back off if I sound religious, because I'm not being religious. We're talking about ghosts and spirits. I'm talking spiritual. But guess what? We're talking aliens right now. And guess what? Y'all got something to do. I'm not just talking for talk. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all what I woke up to. And I'm gonna go into depth about what this means to me and what it might mean to you, or get back to this imagination. If you can imagine it, then it's definitely for you. All right? It ain't all bad. Like, they keep showing us there's no such thing as evil without good, and there's no such thing with good without evil. So how about that? So if you can always accept bad things in your life, what the hell is wrong with you that you can't accept good things in your life? Like, don't be stupid, y'all. Don't be so smart about everything and then be stupid about stuff that's like, come on, man. I'm not gonna be smart about all bad things and then be stupid about good things. I'm gonna be stupid about everything. I'm gonna be smart about everything. It's one or the other, man. We're not gonna play dumb ever, yo. You play dumb to catch a what? A idiot. You can't play dumb and catch a smart person. He's gonna look like you're stupid. I don't play dumb. I don't got time for idiots. So I'm not gonna play stupid because it's like, yo, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. I don't got nothing in game for. I don't got nothing in game for playing dumb. So y'all don't play dumb. Be smart. Well, once I believe in God, then I gotta do bad. No, you don't. You wasn't believing it. You wasn't doing the. You was living your whole life, right? Okay. Did God smack you? No. Did God burn you? No. Did God do anything to you? No. So what the fuck is wrong with you? You think that if you start acknowledging God in your life, you're gonna have to change your life? You can if you want. You can be the same person you was. Just because you want to ignore the person sitting in front of your face, who could be your wife, your kids, don't mean they're not there. They're still there. You can ignore them. They're still right there. The same thing with God. He's right there. You can ignore him all you want. It's not going nowhere. And when you come, like, hey man, this ain't the new religion, yo. So I ain't gonna make this religious. So I'm gonna back up off of that. All right, we about to get into this though, because I'm not here for just one thing. I teach the goons and the goblins. I teach the niggas in the streets. I teach the Muslims. I'm talking to a whole bunch of different audiences, and this is not that audience. This is not a religious audience. I'm not. Don't get scared. Oh, he's getting weird. I'm not getting nothing. I'm gonna stick it right to the script. We about to talk to these. We about to talk about aliens, ghosts, and goblins that we said we was, right? But there's good ones too. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like, this is not gonna be every time you hear an alien or you hear ghost or you hear goblin, everything is bad. Again, when things start going too fast, I'm gonna step in and put the seatbelt on. You can still go fast if you want, but you gotta have a seatbelt on sometimes, yo. So with that said, ain't you jealous? And I was right. And cast cut it. Alright, now we about to get on this joint though. This video is I keep saying his name wrong. It's Ross Cohart or some shit, man. Y'all already know who he is. He's the leading dude. He's the leading dude right now. He's the leading expert in LA and UFO or UAP controversy. He's the one that talks to the president about this stuff, man. You get me? You get me? You get me? Yeah, he talks to the president about this stuff. So I think the guy kind of knows what he's talking about, maybe a little bit. Now hold on, I gotta get y'all set up, man. Let me see. I thought about this a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't thinking about it a lot. Yesterday I was on a different mission. And I'm gonna talk to y'all about that mission in this video that I'm working on right now. It's actually a part of a vlog entry. It's gonna go on one of my other channels, but it's actually dealing with Supreme Mathematics, and it's actually dealing with what the hell what I've been doing, what I be doing, man, and how, like, listen, y'all want to know something? Y'all want to know something? I said this in my last video, and I keep thinking about it, like, why do you don't lie, tell the truth, don't lie, but don't explain. So sometimes it's not good. So I'm gonna explain something to y'all because I don't want to seem like a liar. Yesterday I said something in the live, and I was like telling y'all this, I'm telling y'all that, and I was like, yo, I'm not trying to get rich off of y'all. Then in the same video, I'm talking about getting a Ferrari truck, right? So y'all like, y'all probably, I hope y'all smart, man. I hope y'all know how to listen when people talk. Don't let nobody double talk, y'all. Not even me. How the fuck am I gonna sit and say, yeah, I don't want your money. I'm not trying to get rich off of y'all, and then say I want a Ferrari truck off of this Mac. So your mind automatically gonna think like, he's thinking that he's gonna make YouTube videos. No, not get rich off of y'all. Listen, man. Listen. I'm gonna escape the matrix. This is one part of a big thing. YouTube, social media. Y'all don't understand. The songs playing in the background are my songs. I have a marketing strategy going on that YouTube is a part of. Okay? This passive income that I'm trying to create through these views is going to open up lanes for me to make more moves. All right? So in my other video, I'm kind of breaking it down how to do it. You right? So y'all a gang. So I'm gonna break it down real easy, and then y'all gonna watch the video, and I'm gonna break it down, and then we're gonna break it down. I'm gonna bring y'all back in here, and I'm gonna walk y'all through the whole shit. I'm not doing it with everybody. Cause I want y'all to understand something. Yo, some of my videos, man, I be getting thousands and thousands of views. Now, I don't got thousands and thousands of subscribers, but I'll be getting so many views from people that's not subscribing. They just tapping in and checking in, so it's like, we're gonna give them what they got. This is the back door. You come through the back door, you end up in the kitchen. You see what's cooking, yo. So I'm showing y'all what's cooking. So, man, anything I talk about in them shows, I'm not gonna go into it, y'all. That's the entertainment. Acting all goofy, spinning around in the chair and all that goofy shit. Come back here and talk. I'm gonna talk to y'all. Real shit. When y'all start coming into these comments, I start organizing this. Y'all start coming in here, and we talking, and we all together at one time. You can ask me about anything, and I'm gonna give you the drop on it. All right. So that's what I was saying. The key to escaping the matrix is quitting your 9 to 5. You cannot escape the matrix working 9 to 5. It's impossible. So in order to escape the 9 to 5, what do you got to do? Now, this is the part that everybody's missing. You got to pay your bills. That's it. Make enough money to pay your bills, and that's it. It's discipline. And it's also creativity. Manipulation, mind control. There's a lot of sophisticated parts of any motion. That's why a lot of things can't move, like a rock. A rock is simple. It does nothing but sit there and look good. Sometimes you can find uses for it. You can pick it up, put it on top of something to hold it down. You can throw it, hurt somebody. Outside of that, a rock is kind of basic. Its function is basic. You're like a rock, or you're like a machine. Machines operate different than rocks. All right, me, I'm a laser beam. So that's some of y'all laser beams too. I'm a laser beam, so I understand certain things. It's not what they was told you. It's not that. So manipulation sound. Oh my God, it's not manipulation. It's not what you think. It's not bad. It's not bad unless you're being manipulated for a bad reason. You get manipulated every day. You get up and you go to work. You get paid though, right? So you don't care. All right, well, you got to use the same manipulation that they're using on you on life and get through life. All right, but this is the part. It has to have a purpose. Because anything without purpose, it's really nothing. It's a thing. It's not no thing. It's nothing. I'm not already talking too fast. I start sounding stupid because I can't explain everything, all right? But I'm going to stay on one thing this time, all right? So what I'm trying to say is this. In order to escape anywhere, you got to start disassociating yourself from it, all right? For instance, you're not going to be able to escape jail if you can't get away from playing cards in the day room. So if you love playing cards in the day room so much that you're not going to escape jail, you like playing cards, you're complaining about jail, but you're sitting down playing cards. And guess what? That escape can mean going to the law library and going and getting them books and filling out appeals. You're just playing cards. All right. The same thing with escaping the Matrix. The idea of, oh, if things was better is a cool idea to have. But the application is a little more difficult. So I'm saying it to say this. You cannot think about escaping the Matrix if you are thinking about feeding the Matrix. If the Matrix is controlling everything and you just working for them to turn around and give them your money, and you think they're going to get out, that's why I hang around myself. Because the most people that I'm around, they just talk and they don't get paid for speaking. And they're trying to take my time. So they're stealing my money by talking to me about dumb stuff. Like, yo, you're dumb. All right. If you want to escape the Matrix, you got to escape the habits that keep you contained. All right? All right. Once you do that, now, if you don't really got the winning mentality, you're not going to want to do it. Because my life is going to suck, Mr. Excuse. I'm not going to be able to do nothing. I'm not going to be able to buy anything. I'm not going to be able to have a good time. And now I'm just working for nothing. Yo, because you don't got the winning mentality, so just go over there. You can come. The rest of y'all can go with me. The goers and the comers is different. Come means, all right, come on. Go means, yo, you was going there anyway. We just together. It's a difference, yo. The rest of y'all, you're not gonna come. I gotta figure it out. Those that are going, y'all was already going there. I'm just, man, we together, we marching out of this shit, man. Stop giving your money back to the system. You take enough money out of the system to be in it. Then you go back. The rest is, oh, man, it's for you. This shit right here, man. See this shit? Yes. What am I go hang out with y'all for? What am I gonna pop a bottle for? What am I go to the movies for? What am I gonna do that for? We did all of that shit, man. No, we gonna buy some of that shit and make our own movies. We gonna buy some of this shit and make our own clothes. We gonna buy that shit. We can make our own drinks, man. Stop being smart and being stupid at the same time. Or get away from me, or, man, I got you. Come on. Hang around me if you want, and you hang around me if you want and not be on nothing. You're gonna be part of what I'm doing, or get the fuck away from me. I'm telling you right now. Come around me playing if you want. Trust Donald Anthony Glover. Trust Donald Anthony Glover, Susan Johnson's son. Come around me playing if you want nowadays, yo. You're going in there. You're sauce for my spaghetti right now. Come keep playing. But look, we 20 minutes in there. I'm still rapping. I told y'all about this channel. When I go live, I'm talking. Listen or turn this shit off, man. Listen or turn this shit off. We're about to get into this video, right? What we're talking about is this. Everything gloom and doom. Where's the help? Okay? Where's the help? The help is in front of your face. But guess what? I can't move too fast, man. I can't move too fast, man. and I can't get too. I gotta tone it down a little bit. I know sometimes I get excited, yo, and I gotta remember that we all have feelings, yo. Nobody wants to nobody ever wants to feel talked at, and nobody wants to ever feel humiliated, and nobody wants to feel belittled. So don't ever get it confused, man. I am not doing none of the above. It's just that I'm passionate about the things that I believe in. I'm scared about some of the things that I know, and I'm worried about the things that I just can't understand why people don't believe. Like, so it's like sometimes when I start talking, I get a little bit revved up, man. Because you know what the problem is? A lot of us is too smart for our own good. We're so smart that we think that we know everything. And when you get that smart, that's when you're stupid. You can never know everything. You can never know a lot of things. You know nothing. I know nothing. You hear me? I'm stupid. That's how I get smarter. By just accepting the fact that I don't know shit. There are people that are dumb as hell that think they know everything, that never even try to learn nothing. And they think they know everything, that's why they don't learn. They stupid. So stay stupid and stay curious, and then you'll learn and you'll be smarter. You're never gonna know everything. I'm never gonna know everything. I don't want to know everything. I don't want to know everything. I don't care about nobody's business. Hey man, I be telling y'all to follow me. I don't follow too many people though. Yeah, I don't follow people. I don't follow trends. Man, I'm the emotion. You be the emotion, or just come. But the goal is we the emotion, cause we ain't be. All right, let's get to this video though. Here we go right here. Now, I hope y'all don't mind seeing shit in reverse. I'm gonna try something different. Let me see something. Maybe this might. Like I said, there's certain things that I don't understand, and when you see me doing something, if you know a better way to do it, man, let me know, man. Please help us out. But maybe if I do it like this, let me see, it'll be the right way. Is it? Mini. Yup. All right, if we did everything the right way this way. So what we're gonna do is turn it like this. Nope. Hell no. We're gonna do this view though, because this view I'll be able to make the shorts. See, you always gotta be thinking a few steps ahead, because it's not a lot of time, and this shit is YouTube is a sticky place, man. They changed it. That's why I'm like, yo, I be praying, I pray to God. I pray like, yo, man, I don't want no 2 million I don't need 2 million of y'all. I get 2 million followers, I'm shutting this shit down. I'm telling y'all right now. I don't need 2 million. Hey, yo, 2 million people thinking like me and not having a heart like me are gonna fuck this world up. I don't want. I'm not trying to have too many of y'all running around here turned up. I just want enough that we gonna cut these chizzies. Once we cut these chizzies, I'm on the plan B, y'all. Once they, by the time I start getting my check, y'all gonna be getting checks too. Like that's what I'm saying. I just want a nice amount of people that I can just deal with on a more intimate base. I'm not trying to get rich off of YouTube. No. This is a step into my wealth. Not y'all. Like even like I said, you're liking and subscribing. I'm not asking you for actual cash, but I don't want you to feel as though see what I'm trying to say though. Hear me out, y'all. I just said something that they're not gonna tell y'all. You'll be better to give me your money than your time. I'm not asking for your money, and I'm not gonna waste your time. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like I'm not gonna try to get rich and just say anything. So I had to stop. I gotta come up with those ghost videos and all that joking shit. That's the get them in. But I don't want to waste your time, yo. I'm not gonna steal your most important money. You feel me? I'm gonna try my best not to. Sometimes I get a little bit farther away from where I'm trying to go, but what I'm trying to say is that, all right? Yeah, like these people are robbing us blind. They're getting our money, our time, and our mind. I don't want all of that, yo. I wanna do what I'm doing, and guess what? I do want some of y'all to come with me, man. It's lonely at the top. Not having friends is not having friends is a condition from choices. It's not like everybody wants to be my friend. I don't want to be everybody's friend. I want to have friends though. But y'all gotta be on y'all shit, man. You can't be around me on no bum shit, man. I'm not with that stuff, cuz.
Important data point that came out of his interview.
You wanna be around me, you gotta be on point. And this is how we gonna get y'all on point.
Describing doing a retrieval in his chopper.
Now look, I'm talking, I'm about to start this over again. We're gonna watch this together, yo.
And he's got a huge rope.
Alright?
The chopper, and
I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna talk about it when it's over. So if you tap in, then tap in. We're about to watch this video and we're gonna talk about it when it's over, yo.
It's going to be taken to a facility. And he wept. He told me.
I'm gonna turn it away, I'm gonna turn it up. We're gonna sit back and smoke. And I'm not gonna even joke. I'm gonna stop talking like that. I'm not even gonna joke around. This is all real. It's real shit. It's grown man talk.
Is the single most important data point that came out of his interview. And it was a moment where he was describing doing a retrieval in his chopper at night with night vision gear on.
Make sure we
incredibly skilled.
This lens good.
And he's got a huge rope underneath the chopper, and he's lifting an alien craft underneath his chopper and flying up a valley to take it to a flatbed trailer where it's going to be taken to a facility. And he wept. He told me beforehand he was going to cry. He says, I can't talk about this without crying. Don't make me look stupid. And he wept as he recalled his apparent psychical connection with this incredibly loving, highly intelligent being, entity, intelligence that was somehow either connected to psychically or in some way in the craft. I'm careful about how I say this because a lot of what I'm going to be talking about today is the idea of a psychical, a psionic connection. And look, I freely admit when Jake first started talking to me about this, I thought, this is so woo, this is nuts, you know. But I actually think that this is a hugely significant revelation. I think it's far more important than the mere issue of retrieved non-human craft or non-human bodies. Sure, we've recovered craft and biologics, but that's not the real story. Whatever it was that Jake connected with that night, it suggests that there is an external intelligence of some kind that just demonstrated an apparent ability to connect with us in ways that we don't yet understand. It communicated with him, I suspect, through consciousness. And I think this is the absolute incredible secret that lies behind all of this. And a lot of my sources say it's all about consciousness, Ross. And for years I've been saying to them, what do you mean? What's all this talk about? It's all about consciousness. So, as many of you will know, I've got a little podcast show on Reality Check. And I genuinely started it out as a bit of a fun project. I thought it was a great project to be able to engage with the audience. It's gone nuts, and the audience has been quite delightful in the way it's responded. Investigative journalism can be very isolating and quite lonely at times because you're working with confidential sources and most of what you do is really secret. But as much as I can, I occasionally try to let slip to my audience little nuggets, things I'm finding interesting in my research. And so about 18 months ago, before I met Jake, I let slip, actually not before I met Jake, but before I put Jake in public arena, I casually mentioned that I was interested in the phenomenon of so-called downloads. I've been talking...
All right, I was quiet. Now, because listen, in case y'all was falling asleep, start listening now, okay? Start fucking listening right now.
A lot of people who were writing to me, speaking with me, and they were telling me that they'd had contact with an apparent non-human intelligence, often in that liminal moment between sleep and waking. And many of them described, and they'd written it down, often very, very detailed, schematics, mathematical symbology, art, creative ideas, music. And they would say, this wasn't me dreaming. This was something real. I literally woke up with this in my head. Now, a substantial number of these people...
All right, so listen, I lied. I said we're going to watch this shit straight through. I lied. Before we move on, I want you to understand why you're watching this. Anybody that knows me, I'm sure that most of y'all are intimate friends that's watching these videos. Y'all done seen me come up with these ideas out of nowhere. Yo, y'all know me, dog. I'm telling you, yo, I went through this shit. I'm showing y'all something that I'm supposed to be showing you. Yo, man. Trust me, yo. We got this, yo. Don't think that they're not talking about you. You are the one too. We are all created special, man. It's not. Yo, don't think it's not. It's you. I'm showing you how to do it. It's you too, motherfuckers. It's all of us, man. I love y'all guys. I love the race. I understand what this is. We are all one thing, man. How can I not love y'all? How can I not want you to have the same thing? It's one thing. They're not talking about individuals, but watch. Listen to this shit, man. How y'all get all these ideas? Shit is downloads, man.
With scientists.
I'm dumb as hell.
I'm talking to one guy still.
I'm a fucking idiot. That's how I get tricked by all these females you tricking me. I get tricked by my friend. I get tricked by. I'm dumb as hell. I get downloads.
Absolutely extraordinary. And I sent what he sent to me of what he said he'd been given in the mathematics and the symbology to a very, very...
I am not a smart man. I am sitting here confessing something to you. I get downloads.
Prominent international physicist. And he got on the phone to me and came back to me in about 20 minutes and said, who the hell is this? I want to talk to them. They have an extremely advanced, well past postdoctoral understanding of propulsion physics. And I said, they're literally a kid with absolutely no training in physics. They've had something download to them. And he said, well, this is what he said he'd been given in the mathematics and the symbology to a very, very prominent international physicist. This wasn't me dreaming. This was something real. I literally woke up with this in my head. Now, a substantial number of these people were scientists, engineers. I'm talking to one guy still who is building a machine based on what he received in a download. I find that absolutely extraordinary. And I sent what he sent to me of what he said he'd been given in the mathematics and the symbology to a very, very prominent international physicist. And he got on the phone to me and came back to me in about 20 minutes and said, who the hell is this? I want to talk to them. They have an extremely advanced, well past postdoctoral understanding of propulsion physics. And I said, they're literally a kid with absolutely no training in physics. They've had something download to them. And he said, well, this is incredible. I really want to speak to this person. So I've been researching a lot of these stories from creatives, brilliant scientists throughout history. And what amazes me is what's gone long overlooked, how so many famous people attribute their breakthrough idea or their creative moment to a concept of something external that just bobbed into their head. One of my favourites is the idea of the survival of the fittest. There was a guy called Russell Wallace who was having a delirium. He was suffering a fever from malaria in the Malaccas. And while he was in that fever, he had an idea about how natural selection could explain the fossil record and could explain how humans evolved into what we are today. As you'll hear later, I actually have a little bit of doubt about the theory of evolution. I do think that it explains how some changes happen, but I don't think that the hypothesis quite explains the rate of mutation that led to the development of the human forebrain.
Absolutely.
Then there's a guy called Friedrich Kekule who conceived the idea of the benzene ring.
Part of it, y'all. That point he just made, I want to say something real quick. Yeah, he's saying, like, you can't go from Bell Atlantic in 1980 to right now we're talking to other galaxies zillions miles away in 2000. So it's like he's saying, like, the growth of evolution, it goes beyond the whole theory of we came from this and we turned into that. It doesn't make sense. It has to be some outside help. Stay with me, y'all.
And he'd seen a snake eating its tail in his dream. And This is a symbol, an imagery that came to him that he said was quite literally placed into his head. One of the ones you'll probably all know is Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla, who was the inventor of alternating current, he acknowledged how many of his inventions, including the AC motor, came to him in vivid mental visions or intuitive downloads. In 1882, while he was walking in a park, so he wasn't asleep, he visualized a rotating magnetic field, and that led to the design of the AC induction motor. And Tesla described this process, which essentially attributed what was happening to him to an external consciousness. He said, the motors I build there were exactly as I imagined them. I made no attempt to improve the design. I merely reproduced the
I just got a download right now.
as they appeared in my
It told
vision.
me to start using the blue light. Listen, I'm not making this shit up. I get downloads. Something just told me like, yo, when you do the lives, though, do the blue light. That red light, that's a throw off. That's a distraction. This blue light, this is where
And
we
he
at.
attributed his profound mathematical insights to a divine inspiration. I made no attempt to improve the design. I merely
How's that look?
reproduced the pictures as they
That's better.
appeared in my vision. There's another one, I love this one, because it's a great story of a guy going from abject poverty to international acclaim, a guy called Srinivasa Ramanujan, an Indian mathematician. And he attributed his profound mathematical insights to a divine inspiration from the goddess Namajuri. He claimed she appeared to him in dreams, and he literally read in the dream the formulas and theorems, woke up and wrote them down really quickly. And the way he got a job in London was by writing a letter to one of the top mathematicians in the world. And the guy was so excited that this guy had cracked one of the great mysteries in mathematics, he sent him a ticket to London. But what Ramanujan said was that while asleep, I had an unusual experience. There was a red screen formed by flowing blood, as it were. I was observing the numbers. An equation appeared. I woke up and I wrote it down. Does that sound like a dream? Albert Einstein, the physicist, the father of the theory of relativity, he often described how his ideas came from intuitive thought experiments rather than pure logical deduction.
Right.
He described how he dreamed of riding along a light beam, and that led to the development of the theory of special relativity. And he actually said the supreme task of the physicist is to arrive at these universal elementary laws. There's no logical path to these laws, only intuition. Resting on sympathetic understanding of experience can reach them. And then what if I...
Do you understand what he means, y'all? He means that people are discovering how to make things, not from studying them from long periods of time, not from running tests, just from out of nowhere. The intuition just comes into your head and it says, yo, take this, put it on top of that, spin it, press it down, and lift it up. And then you do it and something happens. That's not evolution. That's a download.
This is Paul McCartney. He woke up, he wrote Yesterday, literally woke up out of bed, sat down and wrote the music to Yesterday. And he said it was just a download, a straight download. It was fully formed in his mind. He said, I woke up with a lovely tune in my head. I thought, that's great. I wonder what that is. I went to the piano, found the chords for it. It was all just there. And he talks about this quite a lot. He's quite embarrassed that he didn't conceive it. It just came into his head. I could go on. René Descartes, who's pretty much the father of modern scientific method, he had a series of 3 dreams that provided divine inspiration for his philosophical and scientific method that led to the famous phrase, cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. More on that later. Salvador Dali, he used to fall asleep with a pen in his hand, and when he woke up, when the pen hit the floor, he would basically wake up and immediately draw what he was seeing in his mind, the dreams. Larry Page, the co-founder of Google, he's acknowledged that the whole idea of Google's search engine algorithm, he dreamt it. He dreamt of the idea of downloading the entire web and analysing its link structure to rank pages, and that led to the development of PageLink. He said, I woke up from a dream at 3 in the morning thinking, what if we could download the whole web and just keep the links? And he wrote that down. There's so many of these. The experiences I've described raise profound questions about the origins of sudden insights. Are they purely the product of the brain's internal processes, or could they involve a connection to what my friend Professor Dr. Stuart Hameroff talks about with Sir Roger Penrose? They talk about the idea that there is a hypothetical cosmic consciousness, a field of information that transcends individual minds, and the idea that the human brain operates like a transducer, that somehow, perhaps through the pineal gland, we have a capacity to connect. Some people can do it through meditation. Some people can do it psionically. Maybe this is the explanation for what Jake experienced, for what the we have a capacity to connect, and some people can do it through meditation. Some people can do it. The brain operates like a transducer, that somehow, perhaps through the pineal gland, we have a capacity to connect, and some people can do it through meditation. Some people can do it psionically. Maybe this is the explanation.
What are you seeing right here, y'all? What the fuck is going on?
That somehow, perhaps through the pineal gland, we have a capacity to connect, and some people can do it through meditation. Some people can do it psionically. Maybe this is the explanation for what Jake experienced, for what these scientists and creators experienced. Now, the most common scientific explanation for this, the orthodox scientific explanation, is an idea called incubation. And it's the idea that the brain continues to process information subconsciously during sleep or relaxed states. And it supposedly means that it allows the brain to synthesize complex data, solve problems. The only problem with this is that's a hypothesis. They can't prove it. They don't know. We don't know enough about the brain to know where these intuitive ideas come from. So coming back to all of these people listening to Reality Check who were telling me that they were getting downloads, I would devil advocate these people. I would say, surely the most prosaic explanation is that this was just a dream, that it was just your subconscious working in the background. And then that's when it all started getting really woo and wacky for me, because this is where the blue people came in.
Yeah.
I noticed when I pushed without leading these people, if I took them through their so-called intuitive experience, invariably, 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, they'd mention a being. And then when I said, what colour were they? And they'd go, oh, blue.
Damn, y'all.
And so
I gotta stop. But look, because look, I'm into this joint too, yo. So I'm gonna take that with me. I gotta get some more coffee. But yo, in this little break right here, go ahead and get your coffee too. But look, in this break right here, I want y'all to, I want y'all to know, I'm telling you, man, it's only a couple of y'all gonna watch this video, and I'm kind of glad. You feel me? And if anybody watches this video and you get a chance to see it, if I don't take it down, you're blessed. Because listen, when I get too many people, I'm taking the video down. I'm telling you right now. I'm taking certain videos, like, it's certain things about this, like I said, like, you gotta have an imagination, you understand? Look, like, it's green and stuff, but man, there's nothing back there. I just imagine this stuff, man. I'm from the hood, cuz. I be just doing, let me show y'all something, man. Listen. Look at this shit. Alright. I'm from the hood, yo. Sometimes I just be just thinking about stuff and it's like, you know what? I get it. I just do it. I just jump on, figure out how to do it, figure out how to get it, have no money. I had $0. I was just thinking in existence. I don't know where. And sometimes I be sad. And when I'm sad, I think about all bad things and then my life just gets bad. So What I'm trying to emphasize in these moments I'm having right now, Charlie. Shit, I'm telling you, this is not entertainment. This is live. When I do those are shows. Episodes and I be acting all crazy and laughing and joking. That's something else. But when I'm talking to you right now, like, I'm talking about real life stuff. The things that you are creating in your reality is the things that you are creating in your reality. And a lot of things that people are dealing with, they're not smart. They just listening to the downloads. Once you get a chance to understand how to filter through, or basically, first you gotta open your mind to it and catch the signal. Once you get that signal activated and you can hear that frequency and you hear those downloads and you follow those downloads, you'll start to understand why some people can do some things that you're doing and have success and why you don't. It's because they haven't help. It's not nothing that they learned. It ain't nothing that God gave them to make them more special. Everybody got the same thing. It's how you use it. People are cheating out here. I'm people. I'm telling y'all this, like I'm people. I'm trying to put this on. Y'all niggas, like I said, I imagine a few people who was watching this, y'all know me. Y'all know I've been talking. I've been saying this. I've been telling everybody. It's not like I have it a secret. Just no one's listening to me. But now, the reality of the things that I'm saying is starting to catch up with the entertainment that everybody's watching. So now it's like people are saying the same things that I'm saying. And now I'm starting to listen to myself, and I'm seeing it, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you. There's not a lot of time left. Again, you're gonna ask me keep saying certain things. Why is this like a third? And how I know. The same way that I know how to do the things that like I'm showing you. Like I'm working on some things and manifesting these things and showing y'all these things. Well, idiot, it's the same way that I knew to run out of time. Like it's the same way I told you. You can't think about the ghosts and the goblins and then not think about the gods and the angels. So the same way that you can accept that there's ghosts and aliens running around, you gotta also accept that there's angels and good spirits running around too. Right now. So they're just moving to pieces, but we don't got a lot of time. We don't got a lot of time. It kind of be like, it'd be fascinating me how things are accelerating. And they said that thing is going to be off for 4 years, right? So as I said, they got other accelerators that are doing other things. Once you figure out certain, like, once you get in a certain frequency, so I'm trying to tell you, you don't have a lot of time, because tomorrow I can wake up and I'll just be somebody totally different, yo. Because it'll be a whole different joint. So whenever you find those moments where it's like you feel like you're at your best, that's why I make these videos. They breadcrumbs. So that I know how to get back to myself. See, I'm moving a lot of fast, but I don't got a lot of time. And sometimes these things come to me and I understand myself. Like, I got videos on certain channels that when I was in Camden, I got videos and stuff like when they started making videos, but before that, I still have to use PCP. See, PCP was like YouTube to me. So whenever I smoked PCP, it would take me back to the 18-year-old, 19-year-old brain. And an 18 and 19-year-old brain is one of the strongest brains in the world because you're just about to start your mission. You got like a green light. You feel me? So it's like when you take your car off the lot, it's never going to be in that condition that it was. Even if you start adding all these pieces on it and doing all of this stuff to it, it's never going to be in that. That's what it is like when you're 18, 19 years old and you're taking on reality of life. Like, you know what? Damn, I'm by myself out here. Like, yeah, you can go to your mom, you can go to your friend, but when it comes down to it, they take you to jail. You go to jail by yourself. No, it's not. I'm not even gonna say jail, but it's like you're at that age where you're starting to create your own personal life. It's like it's like a brand new car. Well, that's the first time I ever smoked PCP. I was around 18, 19 years old. So going out my life, whenever like things started getting crazy, whatever, I'll just go on a binge and I'll smoke PCP. I'll be wetted out. I'll be geek. I'll be going back and forth. I'll smoke. You would think that I'm a PCP fiend. Be smoking and smoking and smoking. Going back to my program, coming back. I'll come out of the PCP. Oh, thank you. I'll come out of my binge and start a company. That's how I started ACG. That was off of that whole record label. That was off of a PCP binge. Bang. Back to what I'm saying is, if I look back into this movie, into this show. Downloads is real. Downloads is real. Pay the mind state is real. Manifestation, real. All of that shit, real. Money, fake. Time, fake. All of these things, fake. Money's... I just realized I woke up. Right? I put all blue on. Right? I did not know I was gonna make this video. I did not know I was gonna see. I saw the thing on the thing when I was about to leave out of the house. I was already dressed when I saw this show, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch that later on. I'm in fishing, yo. Is this the same line from when I'm in fishing? Is this? If it's the same line from when I went fishing, then y'all was there. But look, all blue on. You talking about all this blue? I got the blue lights is attracting me. But look, I'm gonna show you something that's crazy to go on. I put these on last night. Hey, even down to the drawers, like my mind just started thinking blue, and I attracted this video, and I woke up, this video was on, like, the downloads is real. I'm just showing y'all, like, a download is happening right now. I'm downloading right now, and they're telling me to share a draw, so I'm sharing shit. So I listen to my intuition. Yesterday on the way home from last night, on the way home from doing something was like, yo, it was like, it didn't say don't go that way. It was like, please, just listen to me. Don't go that way. Just go straight. It's not going to take you far off of the route. It's going to take you there faster. Please, just try it. The way that it spoke to me, I was like, wait a minute. You know how when you hear stuff in your head, it's like an emergency, or like, yo, dude, don't. It was like, it said, please don't go. It was like, yo, please, don't go that way. Please, just go straight. And as I was doing it, right, it was like, you know, when you're coming up to the light, you got three choices. You can go straight. You can go straight or make a left. You can go straight, or you can go straight and make a right. So I'm in the lane, and sometimes you don't know when the lanes are going to turn into this option, or which lane you're in is. Oh, I haven't figured it out. Sometimes you do it, I'm in the wrong damn lane. Yo, I was like, I started thinking like, what lane should I get in? It was like, just stay in this lane. It spoke so clearly and so nicely to me. I knew it was me because I'm hard as hell on myself. I thought, yo, you dickhead, fucking idiot. That shit was like, please, yo, that shit was crazy. I did it though.
Percent women. It was really clever.
I made it back sleep. Whatever was there, I didn't see it.
I'm not trying to sound like some sort of new age guy. I actually think feminine energy is key. It's absolutely important in this. And within a few seconds, 10:30 at night, I was a bit skeptical, but I thought, oh yeah, okay. 10:30 at night, we're all lying down with our yoga mats on the lawn, and Jordan puts on some eye masks. He goes into a meditative state and just lies down, and we're all lying there. And I think it's really important that it was 50% men, 50% women. And so I thought, that's really interesting. And so after a week where I'd done 3 interviews in one day, and I think it was 5 interviews in 1 week, where people had talked about blue beings, and I thought this was poppycock. I thought minds, and the idea that the human brain operates like a transducer. that somehow, perhaps through the pineal gland, we have a capacity.
What happened, y'all?
And he actually said the supreme task of the physicist is to arrive at these universal elementary laws. There's no logical path to these laws, only intuition, resting on sympathetic understanding of experience, can reach them. And then one of my favourites is Paul McCartney. He woke up, he wrote yesterday, literally woke up out of a field of information that transcends individual minds, and the idea that the human brain operates like a transducer, that somehow, perhaps through the pineal gland, we have a capacity to connect, and some people can do it through meditation. Some people can do it psionically.
Okay.
Maybe this is the explanation for what Jake experienced, for what these scientists and creatives experienced. Now, the most common scientific explanation for this, the orthodox scientific explanation, is an idea called incubation. And it's the idea that the brain continues to process information subconsciously during sleep or relaxed states. And it supposedly means that it allows the brain to synthesize complex data, solve problems. The only problem with this is that's a hypothesis. They can't prove it. They don't know. We don't know enough about the brain to know where these intuitive ideas come from. So coming back to all of these people listening to Reality Check who were telling me that they were getting downloads, I would deviled advocate these people. I would say, surely the most prosaic explanation is that this was just a dream, that it was just your subconscious working in the background. And then that's when it all started getting really woo and wacky for me, because this is where the blue people came in. I noticed when I pushed, without leading these people, if I took them through their so-called intuitive experience, invariably, 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100, they'd mention a being. And then when I said, what colour were they? And they'd go, oh, blue. And so I thought, that's really interesting. And so after a week where I'd done 3 interviews in one day, and I think it was 5 interviews in 1 week, where people had talked about blue beings, and I thought this was poppycock. I thought I'll just have a bit of fun with this. I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but every now and then I like to take the piss with my audience and have a bit of fun. And so I just said, you're not going to believe this, but I'm getting people telling me about blue beings. Has anyone else had an experience with the blue guys? Oh my God. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. I was just swamped. I got hundreds, probably thousands by now, of messages from people telling me that they were having intuitions, dreams, encounters with blue beings. So could it be that there is some kind of cosmic internet run by intelligent beings, blue pixies of cosmic consciousness, who seed humanity with creative ideas and discovery? Now, I freely admit, I thought that was a load of bollocks. And then I met Di Hennessy-Powell, and I'm so pleased she's here at the conference, because what she's been doing with Kai Dickens, the filmmaker, and Julian Mossbridge, I think it's probably the most important research that's been done into psychical phenomena, telepathic phenomena, the idea of the external non-local consciousness in many, many years. If those of you who don't know this, I really recommend you listen to Di, read the books, follow the podcasts. It's quite extraordinary. The work they've done suggests that non-verbal autistic kids somehow have an ability to connect to a non-local consciousness, that the human brain somehow, especially when you're disadvantaged by not being able to speak, in some cases by being blind, these kids can actually see with the skill that they have. It's quite phenomenal. They'd be able to, there's a description in the podcast that they do where they say they can go to a place they call the Hill. So that's one data point. And I've been on a bit of a journey in this time since I started talking about the blue beings. Another journey I had was well before the Skywatcher team started up. They had a retreat at this beautiful place called Esalen, south of San Francisco on the Pacific Ocean. And it's a stunning, beautiful retreat. If you ever get a chance to go there, it's just gorgeous. Fills you with kind of a relaxed energy, and it's stunningly beautiful. And I was there with David Grush, Jordan Jozak, at the invitation of Alex Klokas, who was the founder of the Skywatcher Group. Jake Barber came along. I'd given a speech the night before, what I'm about to tell you about, and I'd talked about psionics and how I'd been told by Jordan that he had this thing called a psionic ability. And he told me about his harrowing experiences as a child, where his psionic abilities were induced through what can only be described as torture. And this is a crime that I think one day the military-industrial complex will have to answer for. But at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I was sitting with Jordan, with David, Jake Barber, Alex Klokas, and a few other people. And Jordan just suddenly went a little bit weird and said, I've just had a very clear intuition that we are going to see a blue hexagon tonight. And that night, we were scheduled to do a gathering on a beautiful bit of lawn, which looks out over the Pacific Ocean. Just gorgeous location. And sure enough, at 10:30 at night, I was a bit sceptical, but I thought, oh yeah, okay. 10:30 at night, we're all lying down with our yoga mats on the lawn, and Jordan puts on some eye masks. He goes into a meditative state and just lies down, and we're all lying there. And I think it's really important that it was 50% men, 50% women. It was really clever of Alex to do that, because I'm not trying to sound like some sort of new age guy. I actually think feminine energy is key. It's absolutely important in this. And within a few seconds of lying down, Jordan went, I'm engaged. I mean, what? And I'm still rigidly doctrinaire skeptic at this stage, going, this is a load of bullshit. And I thought there was a lot of hippie sort of stuff and, that kind of woo nonsense. And I was very, very skeptical. And then literally at the moment he said, I'm engaged, bing, on the horizon, 2 orbs just literally flashed into existence.
Wow.
I'm just like, holy hell. And then this big, beautiful Chinese guy, who I won't name, he's a very well-known, flamboyant billionaire at Silicon Valley. He was a Tiananmen Square survivor. And he stood up and he went, we love you, come closer. And bugger me if these objects didn't come closer.
Yeah, I see.
And then everybody got up. And I freely admit it was quite emotional. I'm standing there trying to be, skeptic, and everybody else is going, we love you, come close. And these objects are coming closer and closer and closer, and I'm thinking, holy fuck. And I'm, my rigid doctrinaire take on the world is fast dissipating. I'm thinking, good Lord. And Jordan's just lying there in a trance on the ground, and he emailed me this morning and he said, thank you for talking about me, because I talked about this just a few days ago with Chris Ramsey on Area 52, and he said, I'm really pleased you're talking about this, so I'm doing this with his permission. Anyway, we had this event, and eventually the orbs kind of faded away, but they got very close, and I'm thinking, wow, that was amazing. And Jordan stands up, and I go, that was incredible, mate. What a shame we didn't see the blue hexagon. And then almost simultaneously, you have to understand, on the other side of Esalen, on the other side of a hill, which we couldn't see from where we were, there's these most beautiful hot springs. And Alex Klokas has a lot of very rich friends that all turned up in their private jets to come and be invited to be investors in this fund. And I was the tame lackey who'd come along to do the pitch for them and say, this is real, UFOs are real, and Jake and David Grush had come along as well.
If you like this video and you want to see more amazing content, go ahead and check out the next video on our channel.
Hold on, y'all. Now check this out, yo. There's a couple things I'm about to do. For one, I'm about to show y'all a video that I put up on my own TikTok sometime around the time all of that stuff was going on. So give me a second, because I don't even really know how to do TikTok on the desktop. And this is my daughter's page right here. So you see she getting money. She started this from a dream. We get into all of that later though. Like I said, I just want to keep things a little simple right now. There's a lot going on. But look, I'm gonna show y'all This is my TikTok, right? This is my channel. These is my videos. Now look, y'all see all of these war? Y'all see all these war videos? This is my yard. I just showed y'all the yard. This is in the backyard. Look, 13,000 views, 57,000 views. Like, I know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm not. This ain't. And this is old. These videos is from. Let me see. Look. I don't even know how to tell you when this is from.
It was so long ago, and I knew that this stuff already was happening. Like, now that it's really happening, I'm not really that shaky. At the same time, I know
12, 15, 2024.
I know that is.
Look, 10,000 likes. Come on, man.
So I really don't.
I ain't making this shit up.
You know what I mean?
That's me.
Go down that road right now.
Look. But look, I'm gonna say something. Look. Watch this. Look. What's that, y'all? Yeah, what's that? It's like I said, this is a lot of this is bigger than what you think this is with me, man. Like, but I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna do a video on my videos one day. Like, come on, y'all. Like, this is my channel. This is 2 years ago. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Cut it out, man. It's your boy, Mr. Infused. Like, I ain't trying to turn this to a show, but I'm just showing y'all something. But look, I'm gonna show you something
So
else.
we're leading in the polls. We're doing well. And we're against somebody that has no clue what's going on. They did something that you guys would relate to.
I bet knew he was going to be the president.
This man.
That's why I was following. Look, all these last came.
That some people have called
So this is crazy. It's all spies. All right, it's kind of fly trash or something. You know? All right, look.
Investigators are. This is.
We'll have some tornado. We'll have some tornado warnings that have just been.
Many Floridians are still trying to recover from Hurricane Helene. Are there plans for the mix?
Want to know the secret to having superpowers?
It's my first TikTok. All right, bang. What's going on?
This is.
Down there.
Sexist.
So we're leading in the.
Look, that's his. Oh, what's that? I didn't even see that. Yo, look at that one right there. That ain't no plane. Yo, I'm gonna do a review on my own video one of these days, yo. That's crazy. That's not even a plane, yo. I thought that was a. And it never comes up. Yeah, it was going crazy that night. Yo, that was a whole joint. Yo, that's crazy. Oh, there it goes over there. Nah, that was an airplane. It was just real foggy out there. But that joint just stayed there, yo. Look at that. $12, $24, yo. 30, look, man. Look, y'all. Damn. That night was nutty.
Those I just turned red.
I forgot what happened that night, but the sky turned red and something else happened, yo.
I was looking over there, it was regular, and then it just like lit up and just turned red.
Yeah.
It turned red. I was looking over there, it was regular, and then it just like lit up and just turned red. Seen it turn red. I was looking over there, it was regular.
Look, see how my feet kinda glisten? That's what the. When I was putting the camera on the thing, sometimes it'll make the thing go out. If we aim the camera directly at it, it'll make you it'll make your phone go cut off.
You can't really see it, but if you look in the clouds, you can see the reflection of the lights in the circle. See it? Let me know if y'all see it. Y'all see the circle of light reflecting around it? Yeah. Straight up, yo. We over in Jersey, yo.
Nice, y'all. Here's what we gonna do. Let's locate the
Sexist. Investigate.
It was so long ago, and I knew that this stuff already was happening. That now that it's really happening.
Yeah, I was skipping too. I was
So
turned
the
up.
government is terrorists right now.
Look.
So you can't just write it off like, oh, they're just doing tests. Okay, if they're doing tests, it's
Yeah.
terrifying. So that's what a terrorist is. Terrorism is when you put fear into people. So again, what I just said stands true. Whatever is going on, yeah, they're doing something. You feel me? This is inciting something. Whatever is about to happen or what is happening is something.
I think
It's
I
not
was wrong.
nothing. You don't just write it off like, oh.
I don't think that it was the government now.
No.
But at that point,
Above our houses.
I was
In our
like,
neighborhoods, you're
I was
that, like,
losing
nah,
my
it's not
mind,
something
yo.
for me, man. And, as you
And
see,
I was
New
smoking
Jersey,
that K too.
New Jersey,
So I really wasn't thinking like
crazy.
it was hard to process the
And you see
synthetic
that thing
thoughts.
is
Yo.
totally
Synthetic
outside.
weed is not real weed, so I wasn't having the same kind of
weapons. Or
mental relationship with myself. As I was saying, I guess I don't know how to say.
so
Hey, good morning, YouTube. It's not really morning. But yeah, this morning, it's about 3:30. Yeah, normally it wouldn't even be outside at this time. But these ain't normal situations right now. I'm in the circumstances. Yeah, I'm in New Jersey.
Y'all see how serious I was?
It kind of has like a different kind of effects on me, you know, like mentally, you know, like don't see that.
What was that?
To live in a state where the media is painting a picture that, you know, there's a lot of things happening, like, and that's the area that you live in. It's a crazy stuff, yo. Especially if you're someone like me, and you know, you're just very inquisitive. You know, I pride myself as being a reasonable person. So when it's things that everybody else finds odd, and I can start seeing like reason in it, and we got a problem, yo. Because that's the distance between y'all see me on swivel. That's the difference between a problem and a possible solution. You feel me? So with that being said, I'm scared, yo. You wanna know why I'm out here at 3:30 in the morning walking around? Because I'm scared, yo. often tell my son, like, it's alright to be scared, yo. Because it means that you're aware. And you understand that it's a danger around you that calls for attention. Alright? So it's alright to be afraid. And it ain't cool to be a coward, yo. Right? So I said that to say this. Now look, y'all see what I got behind me, right?
Dang, like doomsday.
Y'all see anything crazy, yo? Say that. But yeah, it's alright to be afraid, yo. It ain't cool to be a coward. So as these days progress, and you know, every day of not knowing, it's working for the rest of the people. Like it's calmly putting them back to sleep. Yo, every day that passed, and they ain't explaining what's going on, it's just making me more worried.
So
what do?
go outside.
What do you do when the world is saying, yo, they about to 9/11 New Jersey?
Oh,
Like,
wow.
You understand? Like, when we think about the government and the shit and the things the government does, we kind of understand. We put limitations on their wickedness, and
What was
quite
that?
frankly, they give us nothing but examples over and over and over and over again. Just how diabolical these motherfuckers really are, yo. The concept of living in New Jersey, with all of these things surrounding the situation, will probably be similar to living in the World Trade Towers and everybody in the world telling you they're going to 9/11 the Trade Center. Like everybody around is assuming, accumulating evidence that one of these days, any day given soon, the government is going to try to plot and they're going to run an airplane through your building. All right? Now, when you hear some shit like that, you're going to think, yeah, right, or okay, or you might get scared for a little bit, and in a couple of days, nothing happens. Your resolve is going to start picking back up, and you're going to go on good. Now, hold up, before I even go further.
Yo, I never watched this video in my life, yo. This shit is deep. I was going through it.
If you're walking around somewhere and you feel as though could be dangerous, and you don't got something on you to offset that danger, take your ass in the house.
Yo, you stupid.
I am not looking around to run, yo. I'm telling you that now.
I'm not looking around to run.
But yeah, anyway, you tell somebody living in a trade center like, yo, America's gonna form a terrorist plot, and you know, they're gonna run a plane through your building, and then it's like a person says, for what? You're like, oh, they're trying to change, you know, the order of the world. They're gonna be like, yo, are you high? Like, what's wrong? I'm not leaving my house. How am I gonna leave? Now look, this is the beauty of the reality is the circumstances of the people. Now check this out.
Whoa.
Walk with me for a second.
You heard me talking? You got download.
You got $37 million in your bank, right? You know, all of a sudden you hear UAPs, drones, this, that, or see, as y'all see, like, this ain't the part of Jersey that is making the headlines. That's over there in Newark, you know, going towards New York. This is South Jersey, like, it's a little bit different. But yeah, so you live in this building, and it's like you got $37 million, and you're seeing all of these things, and then somebody comes on the YouTube like, yo, listen, dog, there's something about to go down. Maybe. More than likely.
Maybe.
More than likely.
I highly advise you to get out of the Twin Towers until January 21st. If I'm wrong, you just come back and just live your life.
Right.
If I'm right, you're gonna thank me later.
Right.
Now, $37 million, undeniable evidence. What do you think you're gonna do? Me personally, I'm gonna take a vacation. If I turn on the news, and every time I turn on the news, I'm seeing airplanes flying into buildings, and they're showing diagrams of how it can happen, and they're showing videos of when they said this before, and they did it before, and they doing all of this hypothesis, and it makes it to the news, and then the news is saying, oh, yeah, we don't know why, but we really got wind that they're going to really do this. It's like, only a fool would say, I'm just going to stick around and try it out. If you got $37 million, it's a 30-second decision. I'm out of here. All right? But how about you $37,000 in debt? $37,000 in debt. Living in a seven-member family member home, 7 people in there. You got a car that can hold about 4 people. A trunk, maybe 2 people worth of stuff. Quarter tank of gas most of the time. You ain't going nowhere, dog. Like on TV, they show like people like evacuating up out spots and all of that, doing all these like migrations and getting the way out of the city. Yo, listen, man. We try to get out of here at 3 o'clock, at 3:30 in the afternoon, you're gonna have a problem.
Exactly.
Bumper to bumper traffic.
On a regular day.
Might as well get out and walk. If everybody was had the same thing and just got up at the same time and try to leave, nobody's going nowhere.
Shit.
Stuck here. Don't burn your gas out at the light. The reason why I'm up right now at 3:30 in the morning walking around doing alien invasion, fucking alien. I live in a fentanyl invasion. Like there's just people walking around here just looking for somebody just to try something on anyway. Never would come outside at 3 o'clock. And my grandma's mythology and thinking was asking for it, yo. The reason why I'm out here at 3 o'clock in the morning is because of fear. I don't know what's going on out here in New Jersey, man. It's all kind of different hypotheses, man. I came up with a few myself, and you know, they sound good saying. You know, they don't sound good saying at all, but it gives you a little bit of it gives you a little bit of sauce if you think you know what's going on, I guess. That's what everybody's trying to know what's going on, because at the end of the day, none of the variables suggest that there's nothing we can do about it. Like, and then there's something saying, there's nothing pointing like, yo, if you know this, you will be able to do this. Like, there's nobody even saying that. It's like, yo, if you know this, at least you'll know what's going on when you feel as though you're in the microwave. I don't know. But
I'm tweaking, yo. I'm gonna do a video on my videos.
it's a fear that I can't explain, because I'm not a fearful person. So I'm out here trying to face my fears.
Yeah, dog.
Because regardless if
Yeah, dog. Face your fears, dog.
You're gonna have to deal with it.
Right.
You don't like walking around at 3:30 in the morning.
Right.
Well, what about if this whole town was wiped out and it's just me and like 25 people running around here, and some government agents or some higher government agents or some aliens, some ghosts, or some demons, some werewolves, some vampires, zombies, whatever it is, out there to get you.
Right.
And you got a family in there that ain't eating 4 or 5 days, ain't have no water 4 or 5 days. And you the man. And the people don't watch you do things to people, terrify people, terrorize neighborhoods, do all this wild stuff. And they looking at you like,
What you gonna do?
now what? What you gonna do, man? Seen one of them outside.
See one of them outside.
You wanna go get it, type shit? Nah, dog. You're gonna have to get up, yo.
That's right.
Go outside.
That's right. Training day. That's why I'm in general,
Go
yo.
outside, man.
Y'all wanna know who I'm in general? Cause I think like
Please,
this,
please.
man.
Like,
Fucking G, man.
we-
Get out of here.
It feels like we're in purgatory with the government. Like we're waiting to find out what you're gonna do. Like during these days, man, get close to your people, man.
I think like I was in the military for real, like, man. If it's danger, yeah, go out there and get ready for that shit. You gonna stick your head in the ground, bitch. No, we gonna figure every day out, one day at a time.
Anything that you ever wanted to do, like, y'all see me pausing. I don't even like this street right here.
Shit.
One time, me and my wife was up and down this street. I think it's in Chicago. It was like 2 years ago. It was so weird. It was so wasted. Oh, I forgot, bro. If anybody made it to this part of the video, here's a little Easter egg. Yo, I popped a mushroom before I came out here. The title was supposed to be walking in Jersey during alien invasion on mushrooms. But I forgot to show that part. But I'm definitely off one, yo. It's probably about maybe a half grand piece. Yeah, me and her was walking, and we got right about here. Y'all see this park? This park right here, it wasn't like this. It was all vegetation. It was all vegetation. So, we're actually going against the direction that I'm walking. So we're walking that way. So, we get like, let's see, I see where the park's at right there, right? Y'all see that? Excuse me. Got Gorilla in there. So look, we get right here, at this point right here. So we're looking up the street. So right about over there, we started seeing like something moving. So the way it was moving, like the profile was just wild. Like it was like a squirrel cat raccoon.
A squirrel cat.
Squirrel, no, not a squirrel rat cat. A squirrel cat raccoon. So as it's walking, it stopped and it stood on its like on its haunches, like on its back legs or something. And it's just looking at it. Now listen to this, man. I'm gonna tell you what the first thing that woke up in my mind. Yo, imagine walking down the street and seeing a skinny furry just in the middle of the street because it had like this face all round and it had mad like fur around his face. So we were looking at this joint, right? Because we both slowing down, like, oh shit.
Yo, I ain't killed nothing yet. Yo, all this smacking.
Big eyes, yo. Like the eyes was like just the biggest thing on his face. And it's like real luminous and like real locked in on him, you feel me? So as I'm walking towards it, I'm trying to like jump at it. Like I'm trying to do certain shit. Because you know when you're in nature, you expect nature to submit to man. So whenever a man come around, you think things are gonna scatter. So I was like getting close and I was like letting that thing know, I'm about to get a point, you better move. And that thing was just standing there. So we showing up, right? So I'm trying to maintain my composure. We was married at the time. I don't know. I still had some shit to prove with my mom together. I don't know, but my mom like, yo, this ain't a person or something like that. I can see if it was a dude. This is something that I don't even know what it is, and it's taking a stand against me, and I'm like 10 times the size. So as I'm getting closer, yo, I think I started like running at it. I started doing so much crazy stuff that I ended up getting past it. It never ran from me, but we got away from each other, so now we at the top, and like it's near that part where I was just showing you. So the whole time they're trying to go back, I was like, what the hell? I couldn't figure out. To this day, couldn't figure out what it was. It happened over there, 2 years ago. Yeah, man. Let me get back to what I was saying. You're gonna have to go outside, man. Alright. We're gonna say it like this. Nobody knows what's going on. It could be this, it could be that. I be thinking I be knowing what's going on. And the more that I think that I know what's going on, I realize I don't know what the hell is going on. All I know is this, man. All over the world, things is happening, people. You know? I sit here and I'm thinking like, yeah, what if them drones is nuclear weapons and bombs? Like, you know, people, like, I think about like kids and like women and hospitals and stuff like, you know, stuff you see on TV. And it's like, when you start thinking about this stuff and you realize like, yo, in a third world country, like, we seen the devastation of occupation and war. Those places at one time look just like the neighborhoods that I'm in right now. You don't understand a striking factor that I don't think that we take the time to really understand. America sits between two striving nations, two striving countries. Mexico, Canada.
Damn.
There's no need to even talk about Mexico. No offense to Mexicans. They raped y'all already. Do y'all see the dysfunction in Canada? It's funny how America can put everybody's dress up. She hates to admit that she don't got no panties on. I had to say this. If we had a hurricane, 2 or 3 more hurricanes, the scale of Katrina, America's done.
Damn.
We can't even afford to repair our infrastructure. Bridges and roads all over is falling apart. We had it bad, we get it fixed. Y'all know how it is, you got a car. Yeah, it starts clicking. Yeah, driving to the state. Yeah, that's what's going on. Why is it clicking? I smelled a little rubber smell. If you ain't got no money, that car can be on 3 flats, the engine knocking, the oil light on and everything. And you're gonna take it to the mechanic and say, why isn't it working still? America ain't got no bread, yo. That's why everything around you is falling apart.
Alright, with that, yo, listen, man. America ain't got no bread, because you know what? America ain't supposed to have no bread. America's a trap house. America is a place for us to go and work and send that money, you know what I mean, to them people that, you know what I mean, that sent that boat over here, that came over here, and that they found people over here already and then found how to get them to do the stuff that we're doing right now. Work. And that's going to bring me to the end of this live, because guess what? I'm not at work. Well, guess what? I work. So what I'm trying to say is this. Work enough to pay your bills, man. Analyze your skills, man. Start working less and start doing your skills more. Start using your skills to make more money and to enrich your life. Doing the things you really want to do. So with that being said, man, I got more things that I got to do, because just because I'm not at work, I'm always working. Always work. I'm always on the clock. I'm always on the drop. I'm always thinking, you know what I mean? But I'm not thinking for him. Don't think for him, because he got it. If your boss got everything and you have nothing, you got to start thinking about you a little bit more and him a little bit less, because guess what, man? He don't even need you or appreciate you the way you should appreciate yourself. And I appreciate everybody, man. And if you made it to this part, yo, you the super, super special ones, man. I'm begging you, yo. If you're watching this and you don't have a YouTube account, get a Gmail. If you have a Gmail, start an account. Now you can like and you can subscribe. Like and subscribe, of course, to me. Then what I want y'all to do, once y'all all subscribe to me, so now once y'all all, you don't gotta subscribe to me. Once you have your channel, once you have your account, it's a button that says your channel. Go to it. Set it up. Start making videos. Hurry up. You don't got a lot of time, and it's gonna take time. I'm gonna walk you through it. I'm walking through it right now. I know, like I said, I can tell you this. I know what's going on, man. It's gonna work. It's working already. And if you made it to this part, yeah, you got it, man. It's not like you got it, like it's you got it and I got it. Nah, it's there. We all got it, but you got the understanding that you have it. So like, we just gotta apply it. Yo, let's go, man. I'm out of here, though. I'm a little bit tired. I'm about to take a little bit. I'm about to go get on my back starts hurting. Sometimes you don't even be tired. It be your body. Oh, shit. Before I leave, there's one thing I got to say. It's real important. Yo, the reason why we all feeling sluggish is because of this. It's the food. They figured out how to get us. They try medicine. They try drugs. They try sex. They try this. They try that. Food. The food has too much preservatives in it. So that's why you can sit somewhere. It's not going to go bad. I got hot dogs sitting in the car right now from 4 fish and chips ago. The hot dogs are still hot dogs. I can probably go cook it right now and eat them. Listen. So the food has too much preservatives in it. So when you eat it, it sits in your body, and your body's trying to break it down and make shit out of it. You can't. That's why you just keep farting and farting and farting, and you feel gassy. Your body's working too hard to digest it. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he wrote a book called Eat to Live. He said you only need 1 meal a day. So we got to start limiting our intake of processed food, because they're getting us down. So now you always feel sluggish and you always feel tired. That's what I feel right now. I feel this, I feel that. That's my body trying to move that stuff out, and I'm starting to see my stuff moving through. It don't even look, it don't look right, yo. So I'm not fasting, but I'm not always eating now. I'm trying to drink. I'm trying to move that stuff out, yo. So bang, I thought about y'all. I thought about that, and if you made it to the part and got that, yo, you on point. Hopefully I'll bring it back up. If not, yo, please, man, remind me in the comments or somebody, because I want to tell everybody about this food shit. Or matter of fact, I got you. I'm gonna do a video on food. But right now I'm about to go. Like I said, I'm about to go take a nap, sit down, do a little bit of editing, recharge my thoughts, come back. I'll probably see a couple more videos later on. You already know I love y'all, man. Like I said, if you in this private circle right here, man, you already on something. We're gonna get to the next level together, all right? I'm out. Man.